The Tale of the Firebird, a Russian Folktale. Once upon a time, in a land far away, there lived a mighty Tsar. The pride of the Tsar was a magnificent orchard. However, every night, a firebird would swoop down on the Tsar's favorite apple tree and fly off with a few golden apples. The Tsar was very distressed at this and called in his 3 sons to help. "My sons," he said, "to whichever one of you is able to catch this firebird and bring it back alive, I will give half my kingdom." The 3 sons promised to do their best to catch the bird. The oldest son stood watch the first night, but he fell asleep. The next night, the second oldest son, but he too fell asleep, and the firebird stole more apples. The third night, the youngest son, Ivan, guarded the tree. Ivan managed to stay awake. When Ivan saw the bird, he sneaked up and grabbed it by the tail. But the bird managed to wriggle out of Ivan's grasp, leaving the youth with only a bright red tail feather. The firebird never came back to the orchard, but the Tsar was enchanted by the glowing feather, so he sent his sons out to find the bird. The 2 older sons traveled together, but Ivan left on his horse alone. Suddenly a gray wolf appeared out of nowhere and devoured his horse. Ivan wept and eventually continued his journey on foot. He walked for an entire day when the gray wolf suddenly appeared again. "I am sorry I killed your horse," it said, "and made you go all this way on foot. Jump onto my back and I will take you where you want to go." So Ivan climbed onto the wolf's back and they sped off. After a short while they reached a stone wall. "Climb over that wall, Ivan, and you will find the firebird sitting in a golden cage in a garden. Take the bird, but don't touch the cage or you will be caught." Ivan did as the wolf instructed. When he had the bird in his hand, he thought, "Where am I going to put this bird if I don't take the cage?" So he went back, and just as he touched the cage, alarms went off, and guards seized the lad and dragged him to the Tsar. "Go to the thrice 10th kingdom and bring back the Princess Liana the Fair. I wish to marry her. Then I will forgive you," said the Tsar. Ivan left the palace in tears and told the gray wolf everything. He apologized for disobeying the wolf's instructions. When they reached Leanna's kingdom, the wolf told Ivan to wait by an oak tree. This time the wolf was going to do the job himself. When the princess was walking in her garden, the wolf grabbed her and they hurried back to Ivan. Ivan climbed on the wolf's back and next to the beautiful princess, and they left. As fate would have it, Ivan and the princess fell in love. Approaching the Tsar's kingdom, Ivan was in tears. "My dear friend, the wolf, how can I not grieve? Liana and I are in love." "I have served you well," the wolf answered, "and I will help you again. This is what I will do. I will transform into the princess, and you can take me to the Tsar. He will think I am Liana. When I am allowed to go outside to walk, think of me, and I will appear." So Ivan did as the wolf instructed. Once the wolf was able to get away, it did not take him long to catch up with Ivan and Liana. "Now it is time to part," he said. And the wolf ran off, and Ivan shed many tears over the loss of his good friend. Ivan, the princess, and the firebird headed home. They were miles away when they stopped to rest. The Tsar's 2 older sons had also been looking for the firebird. they stumbled upon the sleeping Leanna and Ivan. They were quite charmed by the Firebird and Leanna. Filled with envy, they decided to kill their brother. So they drew their swords and stabbed Ivan in the heart. They woke up Leanna, who saw the motionless body of her sweetheart and burst into tears. The brothers paid no attention and rode back to their kingdom with their treasures. The slain Ivan lay exactly 30 days, and then the gray wolf found him. The wolf remembered nearby a flowing stream, the water of life. He retrieved the water and sprinkled it from his fur onto Ivan. Miraculously, the boy came to life, saying, "Oh, how long I have slept!" "Yes," the wolf said, "and you would have slept much longer had I not found you." He told everything that had happened to Ivan, and Ivan jumped on the wolf's back, and they ran off to the city. The wolf and Ivan entered the castle just as his brother was to marry Leanna. "That is my true beloved!" she cried. They explained everything to the Tsar, who listened and threw the dastardly brothers into prison. Ivan and Leanna got married and were so happy with each other that they never parted. That was the Firebird, a Russian folk tale. Thank you for listening.